Hey everyone, it's Danny from Danny with the Planny on YouTube and Instagram. I am here with another haul. This is my April haul. Some of the stuff did come at the end of March when I had already done my when I had already done my haul. So I'll include it in April, and the same thing will probably happen for my May haul as well, is that things at the end of April will come in and I'll just include it in the May. So we have a huge stack here. So there is Paper Crown, Planner, and Pretty Pink Co. over here. There's some other Pretty Pink Co. stuff in there in that order, but this was, can you even see it? Yes, because there's so much out here. A Dash of Sun, I'm so excited to go over this. She's back and has something that I am super excited about using. Letters to Apollo has some fun designs and things that are in this haul. I got, there was a $2 Tuesdays that was super fun from Hello Petite Paper, and I beg and pleaded with Vanessa to give me to let me get this Halloween kit that I totally spaced out on, and she was so sweet and letting me get that from her. Saucy Stickers. Then we have Paper Trail Plans, and this is a hefty stack, and there's actually something my script. My custom scripts is off to the side. It's not even in this stack. Then I have Pandabird Design. Also, this is 2 orders, but it's pretty hefty. And then technically it's not a new to me shop. She rebranded, but I haven't gotten anything from her since she rebranded. But I saw something on her site and I had to pick it up, and I have fun thoughts about this, so I'm really excited to go over this. This is Simply Paper. She was, if I'm not mistaken, originally Peach Palm and then rebranded over a year ago, I think. But it's, and then one other thing, I tried to do this one in my March haul, but I don't know, the footage got weird. Some of it got partially, I don't know what happened. It's still me learning how to get it from my SLR camera onto a computer, and I was using my laptop, which didn't have enough juice to make it go, and so I'm stealing my husband's desktop to make these things happen. I need more processing speed, apparently. I don't know. I'm not a computer person. I don't know these things. My husband is the computer guru, but he's a little bit possessive of his laptop or his desktop, and I don't know, he's well, should we just get you your own? And I was can't we just share? I don't know if we need a whole nother one. Anyways, okay, so I'm super excited to get into all of this. Oh, and I have a Saucy Stickers mystery at the that I'll put at the end like I normally do. So super excited to get into all of this. Very excited. Okay, so much goodness. So we'll stop here and I'll get in. Well, stop with the intro and then I'll get into the day by day, or not day by day. I'll get into the shop by shop, I guess is what I want to say. Okay, I'm going to start with Saucy Stickers Co. because that one got deleted. This is a bloom, and I fell in love with the full boxes and the colorway of this one. Also, I'm sorry, my allergies have really been kicking in, and so I don't know if my voice sounds a little funny, so I apologize if it does. So just want to throw that out there if my voice sounds a little off, but I want to also get this haul in so I can start using these pretty stickers. Okay, so I put in Jenny and her plans freebie. I don't know if they are planning on updating anytime soon, but I thought that I just wanted to support different people, so I know that Jenny's on the team. There's quite a few other lovely ladies that are on the team as well. And then these are freebies that came with it, I think, if you bought it during that week. So this is really nice to have this freebie because it obviously goes with the kit, or these girls will go really nicely with the kit. And then this was another one. And I'm pretty sure that these, that tree could go well with that. So I don't know if this is just the pretty, or the Saucy Stickers Co. freebie that she had for the spring season or the month that they were in. So, all right, I'm gonna zoom you in a little bit more. Okay, as you know, my love of swings is really coming through in that scene there. There's the birds are foiled. In this scene, that girl is super pretty and like just living her best life. So, and there's butterflies around her, and I like the journaling elements that are like vaguely behind her. It's not like super prominent, but it's just kind of a whisper of transparent matte. And then a gazebo there. These pretty butterflies here in that flower box. And then happiness lives inside the smallest moments. And it's like a water or a walkway scene. And then there's like a pond in the background. These duckies on the pond. A picnic. There's a squirrel and a bottle that is foiled. I'm gonna assume it's wine. I don't know for sure. And then a bunny. Again, those like whispers of like that journaling are also in that one as well. And then a bridge over like a little creek. She has some swatches down at the bottom. The colors in this, again, my favorite color when I was younger was definitely a blue, and like blue and green together. Super fun to, you don't often, I feel like, see blue and green together in this community. Usually it's paired with like pink, or like blue is paired with pink, or I don't know, just not usually this is a color combo. So I was super excited to see this as the color combo. I do think this is all out of order just because of, again, this was my, I'd already hauled it. So I'm sorry if it is out of order from what it usually is, but here is, she has some dividers here, and let me see if I can show you that this is like a small scallop here. Hopefully you can see that. There's a small scallop there, and then this one is pretty regular size header, and then same with this, but this one's foiled with a simple line. There are some circles with like some splotchy ink splatters on them for foil. This one has like a washi tape, some different journaling elements, torn paper washi, swatches. And then on the next page, it's more of your label boxes page. Yellow is also fun color to add into this. So it's just like that, like a pale yellow. I think it, I don't know. These colors are definitely on my wavelength. Not that I don't like pink and whatnot, it's just that like we don't normally, I feel like we don't get to see these kinds of colors usually. So, and then the bottom washi, there are some butterflies. And there's that journaling kind of whisper behind. There is a scallop, and there's two of them. There. It's a long strip of that. And then there are two super thin dividers here. The dates, and then some deco florals, and then like there's a dining settee. I don't know if that's actually what it's called. And then a bunny on books, and a butterfly. All right, moving, so that was a 4-page kit that you get. And then moving on to like the add-ons. This was a decorative, and I think she had a couple of different options. I did not pick up all the options, but I did pick up these. I was thinking about a fun scene with the tree, so I pretty much remember wanting to pick up stuff with trees on them. And then the larger florals, and she has it done pretty well where it's like cut close to the florals, so the line is cut very nicely to them. Some individual, this one will probably be really fun to play with. Ooh, let's see if I can get it up. Really fun to play with because it's long and like wispy, so I feel like this one could be super fun to play with. Almost wish there was some more of those. Okay, then here's like the regular size, and there is one there too, but I only get 2, guys. Just kidding. And then here's another deco sheet. This is this one's fun because it's cut out here. So it's like a box all the way around, and it's semi nice that it's actually cut there, because you could put like the way you could layer things with that might be really fun. So if you wanted to, I'm not saying this is exactly what you do, but let me see. All right, if you had this bow, you could like put this up underneath, and so that it would be, ooh, or even like this. So that way, I'll zoom in a little bit so you can see that you're kind of playing off of that already being cut. And so like you're weaving it in between. So it's like that intricate. I think it'd probably be even more fun to do it with some foil, something foiled, or to layer some foil in there as well. That might be really fun. Ooh, please don't rip. Easy does it. Okay. Got it. All right, so that could be super fun to play with that. See, there's that fun little design there, and it is cut out around it. So lots of fun little deco elements here. There's that girl again. I really wish like I could wear something like that. Because of my height and stuff, dresses that cut at the, I don't know, the knees like that, or like even like right below the knees, they look funky on me. Okay, and then this one. All right, I mostly think I picked this one up because of this, but I think these could be fun to play with, like this one and this one. And then the torn washi paper is always nice to have. I did a really fun, I don't think I have it in the room right now where I'm filming, but I had done a fun tilted boxes where I layered some of these underneath of the tilted box, so that like it kind of was like plastic, like it was taped down on top of it. So that was fun playing with these. I ended up like cutting, like fussy cutting. I don't know, is it considered fussy cutting if you like are creating your own line, or is fussy cutting literally when you're like cutting something out around something? Somebody let me know. But anyways, I did a little like try to mimic that like over in this section because it was a longer washi just like this one, but I didn't need it that long, but I needed that colorway. So you can do that too. If I think about it, I'll try to go get my, in between like this shop and the next shop, I'll try to go get it so that you guys can take a peek at what I'm talking about. And then I did do this one in transparent matte. So all the others were on premium matte, and then this one is transparent matte. I just thought it would be nice to have it on a different color. So fun, fun, fun. right, so that is Saucy Stickers Co. She's been coming out with some really fun kits too for spring. I just can't pick them all up. So if you're interested in this one, be sure to go check it out. I am really excited to use it though. So Saucy Stickers Co. Okay, so here's what I was talking about, where I use some like those washi strips, like the long ones, and I kind of put it down at the bottom of, you could also do it at the top, which I think would be cool too, because it would look like maybe it's like taped on there, or like you're taping down the box. So either one would be fun. I just thought it would, this was creating like a, for lack of a better word, like a base for, or foundation for the full box. This isn't technically a full box, it's a cutout deco piece. So that is what I used those for, and I thought that was really fun to use that. I was inspired to do that by Georgina of, I think, Butterfly Plans. I linked her in those stories when I talked about it, and I think I linked her in my post when I did this too. So check her out. She's got some really good stuff if you are interested. Okay, like I mentioned in the intro, this is a new to me shop since they've rebranded. I don't think I necessarily used a whole lot of the shop when it was the Palm Planner. I said it earlier. Anyway, so but I love this, the feel of this envelope. It's like that I don't want to say satin, but for lack of a better word, satiny texture. Okay, so I think I've talked a lot about this, but I have high hopes of doing a journal sometime soon. And and so I am semi wanting to use this, and or I actually just did a live where I went over like a shop with me kind of situation, and I talked a little bit about I have maybe plans of doing a spread where I use like the journal, like we have a lot of those 16-page journaling sets going on out there in the world, and I feel like there are some really big scenes, like this scene, like kind of like this. So using those to create a A5 wide, or like a more traditional planner, even be like B6s, but using those to like create, like we're doing those tilted boxes and stuff. So I'm thinking about using more of these to do that with. So that's my plan. I'm super excited to try it. I don't know if I'll use this or not, but that is what my goal is. Again, this texture here is, it's not the exact same as this one, but it's pretty darn close. It's a fun, nice quality. Your purpose is greater than the fear that limits you. Okay, so I kind of picked up a bunch of different stuff from her, but the main thing that I actually went there for was this. Sorry, let me show you this. This was, I think, a sampler that she sent along. These are always like fun to like leave, like mark pages and such. So. And I actually think you can write on these. I don't know what kind of pen you need, but you do need like some more not specialty pens, but like specific pens that they won't like wipe off when you do it. And then there was this cute little bunny. I think it's a sticker. Maybe. I don't know, I'm not gonna play with it right now, but might be a sticker, might not be, but it's cute. Has a little flower crown. Okay, so I have this love of the hot air balloons. Again, I'm gonna throw that into like the transportation situation. And these are on washi paper, so I have not seen her washi paper. Interesting, it has a clear back. Super interesting. Huh. Okay. All right. I see that. All right, I'm going to pull it up a little bit and I want to do a little tear test. That is super interesting. I mean, I'm not super familiar with the like washi paper situation happening out there because I'm not a shop owner. And so, but it does seem, I feel like with the transparent mat and like premium mat, there was kind of this like, there's a standard of what it looks like. With washi paper, what I've noticed is that there are totally different types out there. So there are some that are a little bit more transparent matte. There are some that are like, when I say transparent matte, they're like more like transparent. There are some out there that have like a thicker look, so it's more opaque, I guess would be the word. This one has more of like a waxy kind of feel to it, but I want to do like a tear test. Oh, it tears nicely. Okay. I was a little worried with it being a little bit more waxy, but that tears pretty nicely. Okay. And I feel really okay with that because there's this cool clear background there. I'm not going to put that back on because that's just going to fall off or catch on something. But I wanted to test out the tearability of it. Okay, so just because it's a new shop to me. So anyways, I love that scene. It kind of gives me like Swedish. The hills are alive with the sound of music. That was filmed in Sweden, right? Or like somewhere along those lines. But that's the kind of vibes. The hills are alive situation. These are the vibes I'm getting from these full boxes. This, I think technically went with it, but I don't know. I feel like the colors are a little bit different. Maybe it's more in person than it is like on like what you guys are seeing. But anyway, so you can't obviously do a full spread with these. So maybe my intentions when I bought these were more to do with journaling, like doing some journaling type spread or adding some other, like there's been so many shops that have done some hot air balloons. Like I know the Pretty Pink Co has like foiled. The Pretty Pink Co has Sadie stickers, and I actually think I have a haul with I have Happy Mail with letters to Apollo, and I think there might be, I've either hauled it or am going to haul it with some hot air balloons. But this will go down on this paper really nicely, and I'm putting it in the middle on purpose so that you can see, if you can see the lines through it. So it does look like like right there through the middle, you can see the lines right there, which I don't know, I think when I've messaged Alicia about eventually, and I'm hopeful of making it so that these lines, the vertical and the top, these vertical and top are actually a little bit lighter, like her lines that she has there. So let me just kind of do that. Actually, I should do it where it's more white. So if it is on that part of the line, it's really hard to see it, right? Like you can see it a little bit like because we're zoomed in, but like from far away, it's not as noticeable, but it's pretty noticeable with those vertical lines, but not those horizontal lines. So I'm really hopeful, especially with everything going to this more organic journaling type style in our planners with the tilted boxes and whatnot, that she may be open to making it maybe a little bit lighter, those lines, so that it's not that big of a deal for those that it might bother. I think it bothered me more before I got over my fear of like kind of going outside the lines. But I kind of over that now with me doing all these tilted box spreads. So anyways, I want to say this was her April, maybe been March. She has kind of like what a lot of shops are doing, where they have a monthly journaling theme, and they'll do a bunch of different like sheets to go along with it. So I picked up just these two from this month, or the month, whatever month it was. And then I went ahead and picked up some others from her, just to kind of have, I don't know, some extra deco in my back pocket. These are on sale too, so that's why I was like, well, why not? Well, we're already getting these. Why not get some other stuff? I have a kit from last year from Two Little Bees, and I think it's the same clip art. So I thought this would be fun to kind of pull that into that, and it's on that washi paper again. Or this must be okay. So time out. I'm 99% sure, because this is like, these are on sale and clearance, they're going out of her shop. So this is on washi paper, but it's obviously like older version because it doesn't have that clear back. But it's not as like glossy, like waxy is probably a better word. It's not as waxy feeling as this one. And I don't mean it waxy like in a bad way. It just has a little bit more of a waxy texture. So this one is kind of giving me more like Sadie Stickers feel. I feel like this is kind of interesting. But anyways, so I picked this up because I thought it would go well with that kit. And it's just always nice to have some extra deco to pull into spreads. And then this one is on premium matte, because I don't think they had the option of the transparent matte. But I'm pretty sure I have a kit that is coming up that is vaguely like this kind of vibe. So, or I have my eye on one. There's a couple that are like this kind of vibe. This one's more like lake house kind of vibes. I really love this fire pit there. And then I got some fall ones again because they were on clearance, so I thought, why not? These could be fun to like layer down on the bottom or on the sidebar. So these kind of go together. I don't know, I should look, and maybe I'll put it up when I'm doing my editing. I'll put up if these are still in the shop. Some may be out of stock, but some still might be up there. And then these were really cute. And again, I thought it would just be fun to have it on washi paper too, because I do have some like images like this that I got from the Petite Co. More of like scenic stuff, not stuff necessarily with like girls or boots, but more like these two where they're like scenic. And I kind of really love them, so it's nice to have some other options as well. And then, oh, this is another, that's interesting that it ended up down in a different, I'm curious if they are different kind of colored leaves, sorry. I'm intrigued. No, they're pretty similar. Sorry, the battery ran out and my backup battery is also pretty low. This is kind of we got this camera on sale as like a camera to use for my son to like, he's been wanting to take pictures and wants like our really, really nice one. But I was like, oh, it'd be good to have like to use this one for my filming so that we have the other one available to go when we're going out somewhere to have that and I don't have to like unhook it. So it was a family purchase that we bought at Christmas time. So anyways, but the batteries are everything's it's used. So, but anyways, so it got cut off because the battery runs out really quickly. Anyways, I have a short time. I probably will be able to finish this haul and then I'll take a break. Not that you'll notice because in the movie or video realm, it'll just be like a second for you. But anyways, so it looks like they're similar enough where I can use them together in whatever spread that I choose to use them in. I feel like these kinds of vibes were definitely, I think I have a Letters to Apollo kit that these would go really well with. And maybe another kit. I'm like totally blanking on what I have coming up for my fall ones, but I'm 99% sure there was a Letters to Apollo kit that these would go really, really well with. And then I just thought this was fun to have for like a Thanksgiving theme one. What do you think, guys? Is that kind of fun to have that as extra deco? Anyways, so that was my haul from Simple Paper. She, I think, has sales every once in a while with new releases and such, and then like the stuff that's on sale is obviously, or stuff that's like being discontinued is on sale too. So I will double check when I edit this to see if these things are still up. But most of this was on washi paper. She has it on transparent matte, I think, and then also on the premium matte. So she has all of those options for you. Okay, next up we have paper crown plans with different perspectives. So anyways, and there's these doilies. So this one is a half, and then this one's full, but you could cut this one up in half, and then you would have 3 if you're doing something like with those doilies in particular to mark something. That used to be like a big trend, to use these doilies like to mark, like to put something in the corner and then put like an icon on top of that. That used to be a thing. All right, so that is the kit from Paper Crown Planner and the Pretty Pink Co. Again, you can use Danny 15 to save 15% off if you are interested in this kit still. And it's still in the shop, and they have come out with a couple new ones that are really fun for summer. There's actually the Pretty Pink Co has another one that's like a pink one that has also, it's more of a Ferris carnival theme that I don't know why. I just love the Ferris wheels and the carnival theme, so I may pick that one up too. And she just released the journaling kit, that like the 16-page journaling set that goes along with it, and I'm like, yeah, that definitely makes me want to pick it up even more. So anyway, so that's the Pretty Pink Co and Paper Crown Planner collab, and I will move on to the next shop. Okay, next up I have the Pretty Pink Co. Definitely one of my like favorite in that like she does a really great job of layering in her kits and stuff, and then has been one of my favorites for like her $2 Tuesday non-foiled stuff. She doesn't usually do like a bunch of foiled things for her $2 Tuesdays, but she has a lot of great like deco that can go with so many different kits, in my opinion, that just kind of, I don't know, it's just my go-to for a lot of deco that I'm not purchasing specifically for a kit, if that makes sense. So that's what is here. This, she was so sweet and did get me this kit. It's her Halloween, so it's no longer in her shop. But she does do a lot of like bringing back older kits, like from the year before. So it may be possible, and especially if you ask her, she could bring this back if you're interested for Halloween for this upcoming year, which is 2024. And then these, I think, were just some extras that she sent along. I may have gotten this one, though. I can't remember if I got the Breathe kit. I'm like trying to remember. So let's start with these, and then we'll move on to this, and then I will do that one last. Okay. I need to actually do it this way. Okay. Here is a little cute bunny, and is it focusing? Yes. It says creating memories. I always want to like see, yes, this is a sticker. I was like, see if it's a sticker, but I also don't want to say here on camera like, totally not doing anything, but yes, it is a sticker. Okay. And then this is a freebie with some of her icons. She does her, she also has a lot of cute icons too. So if you're in the market for some icons, this is her like business card. She also does a lot of drawing herself. She just had some another baby, so I don't know if she's done a lot of drawing herself lately, but she does do a lot of her own, like all of those icons and stuff are, I think, drawn by her. So okay, so there is some layering going on with these, which is nice and fun. And then you get your option of girls, so darker toned and lighter toned. And then I am 99% sure that this is cut out, yes, in the middle. And then you can either choose to put this in the middle or not. So that is your choice. Okay, so the last thing that came, last two things that came in that little pack was this. It says, in need of vitamin C. And then this is the back side. She always has had like amazing journaling. Like I even remember this back like from when I first started. Oh, so it's the like lighter skin tone and then the darker skin tone. So I know people used to, and I don't know, maybe they still do, put them in like frames, and then like they would switch them out, like depending upon the season or which one they got, and if they had like their own like planner space. I don't really have planner space, like extra space to do that kind of thing where I have frames up, so that is not something that I will be doing. Okay, let me move this to the side so that we can see the smaller pieces. Okay. I got these lampposts. I just thought they were different and unique, and if I had like a street kind of theme, or like town scene, these might be fun to bring in. So this one is on transparent matte, and she has really upped her game, I feel like, on the transparent matte situation. I feel like when transparent matte first came out, a lot of the color tones on transparent were like too washed out, so it was really hard to see anything, but I think shops have really figured out how to make it more saturated when they print. So kudos to all you shops, because it's getting like harder to tell the difference. I feel like personally, I mean, yes, there is a difference, but it's like not as nearly evident as it used to be. So anyways, nice. This would also go really well with my freebie from the Pretty Pink Co. Or not the Pretty Pink Co, sorry. The paper trail plans. It's like, do I have it out? Give me a second. Yes, I do. See, match made in heaven. There's some lampposts, some lighting. So if you have that, you can use it, and if it matches your kit. But this could be a fun one to put in the corners. Let me do the premium matte. So thinking you could put this one in the corner. Oh, sugar. That's not the, here, I'll use this one. So thinking you could put it in the corner over here, like this, like on the edge. And that could be fun to have that there. And you could put some sparkle inside here, and then it would look like it's like sparkling lights. So that was one. I mean, I feel like that's a pretty obvious choice of where to put it. So it's not like I am being super creative and inventive with that like location choice, but in case you didn't think of it. it'd also be fun to put like some flowers behind it, because this is cut out here in the way that you could weave things in and out here, and it would be poking through that space. Would be fun. Because I don't have like a how-to video yet, or like a I've had lots of people requesting for me to do like a how-to or 101 of like how I think about layering and stuff. Like if you are super interested and really want that, like Tay from Shantae Plans, on her channel she has some layering tips. So if you're really interested in that, go check her out, because she does a really good job of like explaining different techniques, and they're very similar to techniques that I use. There are some other things that I do as well, but she's an awesome resource. She has a great channel. If you're following me, I would assume you're following her. But if not, go check her out. She's awesome, and has some really great tips. But I've been thinking while I am going through these stickers, I can kind of like add in some of my ideas of how I use layering or what I'm thinking about. So that's why I'm taking some time to explain. Sorry if that bothers you. You could maybe just like fast forward 10 seconds or so and skip over that. Okay, so I'm not exactly sure what I'm using these for, but I thought they were fun, like hanging. That's why I think I only got it in one, because I was like, I don't know what I'm going to use it for, but it looks cute. So it would be really fun in the date cover section, in my opinion. I thought that would be really fun. A lot of times when I do something that is hanging, one of the techniques that I try to do is I try to space it out between the columns so that it dangles in between, and you can play off of like one side or the other. So if you wanted to put an icon here, you could fit one in there, or vice versa on the other side. So that allows you some of that space to play with. So just another little tip of sometimes what I do when I have a date cover section. Next up, I have these. This is a wee bit of a restock. I feel like these are a little bit smaller than her other ones that she had, but and I prefer the bigger one, obviously, because maybe not obviously, but it works a little bit better. I don't need a double mat down, but usually I use them as the sidebar. However, with us, and I'm trying to now, let me see. I have the paper crown planner kit with the Pretty Pinko back behind me. So like with like smaller scenes like that, it might be nice to have that smaller window, because there are some smaller scenes, and the Pretty Pinko has a lot of like itty bitty scenes that she uses, but like see how it's framing that. My only caveat to this is I really, really wish these were cut out in here, but that would be really small with the little, or really hard with the little windows. But you know, I'll probably go extra and cut it out, because that's me. But yeah, so with the smaller scenes, that is what you could use these windows for. Somebody, I don't know if it was, I don't think I had this idea. But somebody, I think I saw, or maybe it was a Polaroid, one of those little Polaroids, like put an icon in that space, and I thought that was really cute. So you could do that too. Or put florals behind it and use it as like Tay has been talking about this, and I think Cassie too, from the Sweet Like Honey Plans, about using non-icons. I don't mean that like that. I'm not saying like non-icons, but if you are marking something, not always using an icon, and so trying to use different things to mark what you're doing, so not always having to use an icon. So that could be like one of those non-icon icons. I hope that makes sense, what I'm trying to say. Oh, hello. I should have done that. That's silly of me. Sorry, there's like literally images right here that I could have paired with that. Sorry, obviously not paying attention to what I got next, but there are cute little scenes that I got too. They are on transparent matte. I just thought they were cute and fun, and with I was picking up all this other stuff, was like, yep, let's just go ahead and do that too. So, I feel like this one could go really well with that Saucy Sticker Co kit as well. And then I felt there's always pink kits, so pink spring kits. Next up, I am like super jazzed about this. Okay, I've been really wanting watercolor bricks for ages. Now, this I think satisfies some of my desire, but I also really want like the stone ones, and I'm pretty sure I talked about this in my flip through with the Miss Meow kit, and how she had torn paper washi that was stone, so it was like more of a gray colorway. So I just want different colors and tones in this watercolor washi, and there is just not I guess I'm being really particular because there is some watercolor stuff out there on the internet that is just not, it just seems more, it's not organic, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. This seems more organic. This is what I'm looking for. The one that Miss Meow had also was more organic looking, and not just like this, I don't know, it just seemed very computer generated, the ones that I've seen that are like watercolor. Anyways, I mean, they are, because a lot of these things are being done on like tablets and stuff, so it's not like they're actually doing it on canvas. I mean, there are people that do it on canvas and scan it in, but I feel like a lot of artists are doing it now on a tablet or something and digitizing. They have digital art, I guess is what I'm looking for. Not exactly sure why I put that down, but I'm just so excited. It's so pretty. It is fun that there are different color tones within it. Like there's that like grayish blue brick there. Sometimes I get a little nervous buying things like this because it is a little risky, because you're not exactly sure maybe how to pull it into a kit. So, because this might not be in that kit. So I guess, one thing that I try to do if I am pulling these kinds of things in that is not necessarily like there's not brick in it, and I almost might avoid doing it if there is a strong brick theme within a kit. So I wouldn't pull this in if there was already a strong brick theme, because it probably wouldn't match, so that wouldn't go. But if there's like some tiny elements of brick within a kit, especially if they're foiled and not necessarily like actual brick, I would pull this in, and I would try to pull in enough, like maybe 4 of these pieces, so that it's sprinkled throughout the spread and it makes it cohesive. So that is how I plan to use this. It's not necessarily with a kit that's very heavily brick themed, only with one that like has hints of brick. So I did get it in premium matte and transparent. Another thing that I appreciate that she kind of thought about ahead of time was most likely you're not going to use this brick this way. You're probably going to use it this way. So that's kind of nice that she kind of thought about how it might be used. So anyways, I just wanted to point that out as well. So that is my plan for these. Very excited about them. I think she told me, or I don't know, I knew a little bit ahead of time that she was doing these, and I was like, yes, thank you, Vanessa. So very excited that she was doing that. And then these are my other super go-to. You've seen them in most of my, like, I feel like I'd use them a bunch in my fall spreads. So I'm very excited that she has come out with an array of different kinds. My one like downside to this is that you only get one like full length one, or like one set. So there's this one and this one for a spread. And then you get a bunch of like dividers. So you get 8 dividers. So basically this is like one per sheet. So that's why I got a bunch of them. I think I got two, at least 2 per. Okay, so this one I felt like I was gonna use a lot, obviously. So I got 2 premium matte and then a transparent matte. And you know what? I may have done that for all of them just because I love her fences so much. So literally this would only cover for three spreads. I say only, but that's a lot of spreads, especially with how, like, she had different colorways. So here is one. I'm gonna, okay, sorry. I don't know one if I got close enough for you guys to see kind of the details in it. And then here is a second one. So it's a darker tone. And ooh, wow, I really liked this one. So they're different, and like this one has more of the post. This one continues on. And one thing that I am already thinking about is I have really been enjoying, again, this is just kind of like a little layering tip that I've been doing, or to give you guys an idea. Oh, that won't work as well as I was thinking. Interesting. Okay. So, well, that's fair. I was going to say what sometimes I do is I'll extend it out. Like, for instance, again, I'm pulling in the Pretty Pink Co and Paper Crown Planner. So sometimes what I'll do is if I if I want to use these, torn paper washi, like not torn paper washi, floral washi strips, the long floral washi strips, I will put them up at the top and I will push them all the way to one side, and then I will layer these underneath of it so that it then creates the full length of the paper, or width of the paper, I suppose is more accurate. So I was thinking that I could do that with the fences. However, the dividers are smaller in size than like they're not the same height. However, I feel like what you could do is you could maybe play with putting them more towards the top and then maybe layering something underneath, or like down here, like one of the grass, the foil grasses down at the bottom there. So that way it would cover up a little bit of that space, but you would also be kind of achieving that longer fence to get the whole width of the paper. So that is kind of what I'm thinking to kind of cheat, because I've been really enjoying using the whole width of the paper. But unfortunately, the community has not really come out with ways to use the, they've just not come out with like extended washi. I know that Dash of Sun has, and she is in this haul. I haven't done it yet, but she is going to be in this haul, and she talked to me about it and has done it. So I am very excited to show you guys that. But anyways, here is the different variations again. Apparently I got very excited about this color, this darker one. How many is that now? I think I have 4 and then a transparent. So I was very jazzed about this one, which is interesting to me because I feel like I would have been more jazzed about that one. Maybe I was worried about the style of this one a little bit because of the fence posts. There you go. All right, then this is a lighter one. Let's see how many of these I got. 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, I got 4 of these, and then 1 of these. This one I think is the closest one to the one that I currently have. It is a little bit different, but she has a lighter toned one that she had out that I used a bunch in the fall. So, and then here it is in transparent matte. so those, let me zoom out. Nope, other way. So you can see the 3 different color tones. And I think what I need to do, this one that has a transparent mat on top. All right, so there are the 3 different, fences, out of frame a little bit, sorry. I love the fences. And they're all different. It's not like, that is another thing I like. It's not just like it's like a brush of wood behind these. Like this one is more pointy. This one has a more rounded edge. This one has those posts. So they're all kind of different and give you a bit of a different vibe depending upon how you're using them. So very cool. Very excited to use those. Excited to make them extended. Okay. Then she had these like fun springtime ones as well. Again, the downfall to this is that, oh, let me zoom you back in. The downfall to this was that it is only 1 per page. So I definitely had to grab 2 premium mats so that I could do a whole, like, oops, sorry. So I can do like a whole spread. And then I did the same for this one. I wanted this one in more transparent matte. They're obviously different. I think I was actually mostly excited about this top one. I like the grass scene down at the bottom. So I was mostly excited about this top one. I know there's a lot of kits out there that have sunflowers, so that one would be fine too. I don't always vibe with sunflower kits. I don't know. Don't ask me why. I do feel like they're more of a fall one, like a fall floral. So that might be like a transition floral. And then this one's pretty minimalist. The middle one is pretty minimalistic, so it kind of can vibe with any. And with these, that could go with a lavender. Like there's so many lavender kits I feel like that come out in the spring. And then obviously, maybe not obviously, but if you have a pink kit, especially that's a little bit brighter, you could use those, and same with that. So the florals don't have to exactly match. It's just nice if they kind of are semi-cohesive in order to make the spread work, in my opinion. Okay, last up, I have the kit that I am so excited about. Okay, so to me, this kit is like, to me, this kit is like a great combination of like scary elegance or scary sophisticated. So, and like those journaling pieces are really nice, and I don't know, just a really beautiful and like with a touch of spooky. And I think that's why I fell in love with this one. And the colorway, I feel like I really like a purple for a Halloween kit. It's just kind of a fun play or it's like a variation off of the orange and black that usually get played into that. So purple is kind of a fun one. All right, so we're starting with this top box in the corner with the spider and the webs. This box is foiled really nicely. Then we have a more journaling sheet, and that's kind of the fun thing. Like really out of the top ones, none of these scream like Halloween necessarily, except for this one obviously, in the top 3. So like that's kind of fun, and I can make it as spooky as I want to by adding in more spider webs or just kind of really playing up whatever elements I want to play up with in this kit. Then there's another floral box. This like spooky-esque window with some of the spider webs kind of foiled. There's some bats in this scene. Again, allowing me to bring in whatever elements I want to bring in. So if I want to bring in bats, I can. This is a butterfly, and then that kind of fun frame. And then there is magic in the night is what the little quote box says. So super fun. Some swatches down at the bottom. Here are is her next page. There is some florals here, some torn washi paper. Her kind of like she's kind of known for this, but it used to be different, so she's changed it up, and I kind of think these are super cute. What she's done with these, so if you have like a little checklist situation going on. You could even just use it as like a washi, because that used to be a thing. Simply Gilded used to have like the bow washi. That used to be a thing, guys. Trabbit hackers. Habit trackers. Here, foiled checklist if you want that. And this one, I forget what it's called now, but has the days of the week on it. I used to do like my menus with that. Anyways, here are the headers. They are a little bit smaller than your typical header. I really like this webbed one. It's very fun. It's a like dainty traced web, and that is my preference, to have like a dainty, not like a thick, not like a super thick line. Can you see it? See how it's like super dainty? Like that is super my preference when it comes to a lot of things, is having a daintier foil and not like a thick foil line. There's some icons here again. She like hand draws all of that. These I think are different. Okay, so I think this one is the same, but it's 4 different colors, so that's nice if you want to keep if you want to mark something and keep it cohesive, or do some kind of different pattern with them underneath. Here is your boxes label page. This is not foiled, which I feel like the community is a little bit split on like whether these should be foiled or not. I am fine either way. Usually if they are foiled, I prefer them to be lightly foiled. These are the bigger boxes that some shops have gotten rid of, some have kept them. I know that there are some people out there that still use those and like those, so. I say shops or planners. There are planners out there that still like them and use them. Okay, next up, is the bottom washi. Again, that like light dainty foiling. Super pretty. I like the background here. It almost looks like trees. I think it is. So, okay. This looks like trees there. And then you can kind of see like a, can you see that? A bird. There's some down here too. So it looks almost like a spooky wooded scene that she put back behind these, which is kind of cool and different. This is cut out in the middle, this Polaroid. And then there's some more swatches, and then these lace. There are 8 of those. By the way, this kit is called Magic in the Air. I don't know, I think I said that, and it's in silver, but I'm really bad at remembering to say the name. I'm sorry, guys. Hopefully you can see it on the screen. Okay, I love this. So fun. Why does it take forever to focus? I'm sorry, guys. Eventually we get there, right? But that's really fun. There's some candle elements and some bats and some spiders and the moon. Some of these I wish there was more of so you can really like do it up with a scene. But I can play it up with some foil ones, and then I know that like I do have some extra bats and stuff, and the Pretty Pink Co. I got some from my collab with her, which she may come back out with in the fall time. So I do think I'm covered there. Ooh, she gave me it in transparent matte too. Thanks, Vanessa. Then there is these. These flowers are so pretty. I love like the dark, I forget what these are called, but they have like that dark center. I don't remember what they're called, but I really like them. Like whitish or off-white flowers that have that dark middle. There's another flower that I've seen that is like a really bright purple combo with it, and it like that I've seen a clip art of, and I love that one too. Okay, so here is that scene that was in one of the full boxes. See, and I did, where's that? I know I already showed you the spread, but like that's what, this is kind of like the idea of what I used here. So, because this is her kit. P.S. This is a Hello Petite paper kit that I used. But yeah, so you could like do that same idea. Same idea there. So, and then there's like these scissors here, which is fun because that matches that full box that she had with that journaling there. So she's kind of bringing that element back in. There's that lantern that I liked and it has a swatch in the back. This, it's not a film strip, but it's like stamp strip. Is that what that would be called? And it's cut out in the middle. You had to be super careful with this because it's dainty. Here is a washi piece. This is fun because it is cut out, but then you also have the option of using that either as like, you could use this as a box, like a label box, or you could pull it out and use it with that. So that's fun. She does a really great job of like thinking of these kinds of things that in a way that is really, I don't know, really, really good. Those are cut out in the middle there. Fun. All right. I'm excited to use this. So excited. Thank you, Vanessa. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so spider web, torn paper washi. Oh, there's that scene, I think, kind of done up without the foiling, obviously. Lots of fun elements here. More bats to play with. Bat ribbon. Now that actually legitimately looks like a brush stroke. You can see the lines. That's cool. And then I really love her alcohol ink swatches. They're very like true what the reason I've said this in another haul, like what an alcohol ink, like what, so from my understanding, it's like this paint on the page and then you drop alcohol ink and then it has like, I don't want to say like a reaction, but for lack of better words, a reaction to it, and it creates these like rings. And so that really is what kind of is happening in these for me. So there are two here, which I'm excited to have two. And then yay, big florals. I am so excited to use this kit, and I'm so far off from using it. But very excited. Okay, so that is my haul from Hello Petite Paper. Again, absolutely one of my favorites shops. I do not have a PR code with her. But my good friend Cassie does, and I think it's Cassie 10. I will look it up and or ask Cassie, but I'm pretty sure it's Cassie 10 if you want to save some money. And yeah, so be sure to check her out. Definitely one of my favorites. She is in Portugal, so the shipping does take a little bit longer. But to me, it's totally worth it. And she's so good. So, definitely check her out if you haven't already. Okay. Next we have Pandabird Design. I am now on her PR team. So it's Dandy 15 to save 15% off. We are working on our freebies now. I've sent in some stuff for my freebie. I can actually show you some of the stuff I think that I've put on my freebie. So anyways, excited about that. This was a newer release, and then this was just some stuff that I wanted to pick up because I was enjoying based off of my previous purchase. So wanted to pick some more up, and a few other things that I think. So this one was obviously I like have this fear that I don't have enough florals. With these, there was not as many bunches, so I was just a little bit worried that I might not have enough. And I really love these, so it's nice to have a few extra one of those. So that is why I got this one. But besides that, the rest is like kind of stuff that I was a little bit restocking and or was enjoying, so I bought some more, and then this is part of her new release. So I will start with the stuff that I have been enjoying. Sorry, I like to try to like my stuff that I've already like gone over, put on my right side, and then the stuff that I'm going to go over on my left side. But like I tend to, when I start off with a new shop, put that stuff off to the right because that's where I'm used to like taking it to, but I'm like, no, I gotta put it off the left. Sorry, that was like just an organizational piece that is going on with me behind the scenes. All right, so these are gathered layers. Most of this here is gathered layers and things that I was enjoying. So I picked up these. I have seen so many people using these. I am excited. This is actually not a restock, but this is just something I'm excited to try. Because I've obviously seen so many people using them. So I am excited to use them with like layering, maybe to cut some in half to use in different ways for like to extend the life of, not extend the life of them, but like to get different uses out of them is I guess what I'm trying to say. So these are so pretty. All the detail that they put into this was really nice. And it's got the variety, so like it's just really nice. They did a good job. Nice collab. And then these with the tilted boxes and stuff, I thought these would be really fun to pick up and to have just to like accent corners and whatnot. So definitely wanted to pick these up. And don't remember if they did or not, but I do think that they had it. I just didn't pick it up. If they have this in like a divider size, that would be really nice to have. So I'm hoping that that comes back out. Some of their collab stuff. When they came out with a lot of their collab stuff, I was either like pregnant or like I had just had the baby. And so I feel like I semi missed out on some of that stuff just because, you know. That's why like I'm not saying I'm behind because I'm not behind. It's my memory planning. So, but it's like, it is why I'm not more current, I guess I should say. All right. And then I really love these. This one in particular, I'd again love it if they re-release this in strips for me to pick up. The other thing I'd really love to happen is if these were all by themselves. Like if we had these come out all by themselves. Because like I mentioned earlier, one of the things that I appreciate about this drop is that it literally happens in the, like that longer drop happens in the middle of the column. So you can play with this space here and do other things. So if this was its own like header divider thing, that would be fantastic for me. Like actually this size would be better, but you know what I'm saying. So like I may talk to Jessica about making that a thing, because I really appreciate how it drops in the middle like that. It's just really pretty. And the layering that she did on those. So I do have some of that going into my freebie. So excited for that to happen. And then these are just kind of fun to play with. They're also like very similar to the these that I picked up. Like they're that similar kind of vibe with the layering. Because it's gathered layers. So pick those up. I did already pick these up before, but I think I've been a little afraid to use them because I was like, I only have one, so don't let it go to waste. I don't know, that's me. Sometimes I get nervous to use my stickers because I'm like, I only have one left and I need to, oh sugar, I need to restock. Okay, so I did do some stories on some of these. So you may have seen them already. Sorry, they just fell off of my desk. So I did show some of these in a story, but I will start with the smaller sheets and then move to the bigger sheets. Let me put this up here. Okay. I bought the snowflakes of this kind, and like I think I have been very intimidated to use this. I had seen Tay kind of do a little tutorial in her stories a while back. I don't even know if she saved it, but I remember seeing it, and talked a little bit about like trying to figure out the flow of these, which I do totally understand. It's a little bit hard to kind of get your mind around it, but I think once you have an idea of like how you want like it to flow through your spread, it's a really cool and adds like a really fun accent of color to your spread. So I wanted to get them in the dainty floral wraps, and one thing that I think I'm not exactly sure, but I think that Jessica from Pandabird Design, the owner, she has recently been doing a lot of her own like kits into spreads, and they're really beautiful. Like she's very talented. So one of the things I think I noticed is that she used this piece here as kind of like a drop from the like underneath of, she used like a floral wash, like the long floral strip, and then kind of poked this down up underneath so it was like floating underneath, and you could do the same thing like with it going on top too. So I thought that that was a cute idea too, which it wasn't something that I was fully expecting, like and she kind of created a bunch along the bottom, so kind of there was a couple of droops along the bottom here, so it just kind of created this flow throughout the spread. So that's another idea as well. So anyways, and then these, I thought it's really nice to have them as more of like a neutral. So these are the dainty dot wraps. So you can add any kind of little deco to these that you would like, and it would be very themed to whatever spread you have. So that's kind of the idea of these, or just to add a little bit of sparkle in your spread. Okay, so I'm excited to try these again because I like the way it looked in the snowflake one. right, these are her dainty dot dividers. I like using other, like, different people's dainty dot dividers, so I was excited to pick these up, or happy to pick these up and try them out to see how I like them. So they are, these are on transparent mat, and one thing that is, I feel, not like super different, but one thing that is different than some of the other shops is that it is a straight line across. And I feel like some of the other ones are more like a rounded. So, not like nothing pros or con about it. Maybe a little bit of a pro about it is that it's a little bit easier to line up with the edge, like across the width of your spread. All right, and then just because I have it over here, I got the matching bottom ones as well. So this is transparent matte, but it's like kind of shimmering in a way that is looking like it's glossy on camera. I'm not sure why, but it is on transparent matte. So I got it in all 3 foil colors. How many are on here? There seems like a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Wow, 18. That's impressive. So there are 18 on here, in case you were wondering. Okay, then next up in size are these. So these are part of her new release. That stuff that I just showed you were not new releases, but this part was. And what I did not know when I was buying this, and I think I don't want to say I made a mistake, because I'll use this, but I wish I would have, I didn't realize that they were cut out. So here we are, you all. These are cut out. I wish I had them in transparent matte too. So now that I know, I will be going back and getting some more. But the other really cool kind of thing to me is that by it being on, like, I got it on the premium mat, I can now use these as well as like white it out, like I can white out a box. So, because some of the like washed out boxes are not whited out to write on, so that gives me that opportunity to do that. Okay, so I got them. These are the dotted, and they go also with these dotted, right? Like, it's the same kind of dotted, so you're really creating a cohesive spread if you pull them in. So, got them in all 3s, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go back and get the dotted on transparent. And then there was another one that she had that was like, there's 2 that were floral. There was 2 different versions that were semi-floraled. One had like a little less florals on it, and then one was very floral heavy, and it would go well with where it at? You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I wonder if that's what she used. Hold up. I'm wondering, because there was one that was floral like this, totally like this, and then she has done this design as the like ovals, rectangles, circles, and squares. So that was in this like version. So I'm kind of wondering now if she, when she did the loop situation down from the headers, if she used like that and cut it up. Like, now I'm just curious if that's what she did, which would be another great use. Like, it went down on me, which would be another great use of these too, like to cut them up and use them in different ways. So sorry, I want to use my tweezers to put these back on because I do a little bit better with the tweezers. Does anybody else like try to dissect how somebody else does a spread, or is it just me? Because I feel like that was a lot of explanation of like what I think is happening on her spread, and I could totally be wrong. Like, totally be wrong. Okay, I was super, 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 super jazzed about these. These are gonna be on my freebie. This like brush stroke. These are gonna be so much fun to pull into spreads. The tilted boxes. The other really fun thing is that she also includes these like little strippy things as like a bonus, because these are the brushstroke corners, but you get bonus with these. So that's really fun. And they're getting smaller as you go through them. Super cool. Super, super cool. Okay. So like large, corner, smaller. I don't know. This, I'm glad she maximized the space on this, because I feel like she could have totally left space open here or here, but all right, so these are longer, so they're more of the rectangle, like the top ones up here. So they're from, I don't want to say for more rectangle, but they are rectangle. So you could use them on labels, you could use them on full boxes, like the boxes that come in the kit. And then down here, it's more for square. You don't have to, again, but I think that was the intention, is that these are more square and then these are more for like longer rectangle. Again, not to say that obviously it's a square box, you can use it at whatever, but the length of them is more longer than the ones on here. So these are more short. Okay, so I got them in all 3 colors. And then the same concept here, but this is the, what is it, like, people are calling it like gilded. She has it as torn. I think it looks a little strange in like when you look at the foiling, but if you look at the cut lines, it makes a little bit more sense. So I'm going to pull some off so you get the idea. What is interesting about this is that this one here has the edge, like, hold on, has that like edge where you would probably put it on like the inside of a full box. And what I mean by inside, I wish I had a sneak peek of Dash of Sun. So it would be like on the inside of a full box, and I think that's the intention, right? So that would be on the inside. Where this one, on the other, like, part here, could go on the outside, like the top half of the, so because it's, the flat edge is on the inside, you would want to put it so that you're mimicking the outside of the box. Sorry, it's not like really catching in the light or whatever. So you'd want to put it on the outside of the box. So I think when I first saw it, I was like, I thought it was this whole, like this whole thing was what we were looking at. But no, it's like, it just foiled that way, and then the cut lines are like an in and out version. What I mean, like this one you would put inside, this one you would put outside. So that's what I mean when I say in and out. And that was a little sneak peek of Dash of Sun. Okay, so these are fun. These are exciting. Again, you could put them on full boxes or labels or whatever. You could do them in a corner if you wanted to, like in this corner here, as a sidebar accent. That's a fun different ways. You can even, like one of the things I saw her do when she was like semi-demoing these is that she framed, like she did a frame where she put like it here. I don't know if it was this one exactly. Again, I'm not pushing it all the way down because I don't want it to be I'll use this one. I'm not sure if I would use this one regularly or if I would use the other opposite side, but you could create your own box in a way. Again, not pushing it all the way down, but you could write on the inside there. So, or put like an icon over here and then put a, like write your own whatever on that side. So that was another thing that I saw her using. I was like, oh, that's fun. So lots of different possibilities with these. I love when shops demonstrate how they envision the stickers to be used, because sometimes you look at a sticker and you're just kind of like, that looks cool, but how am I using it? Because maybe you don't have that idea yet, or you're not quite sure. So it is really nice when shops are able to like give you like a preview of what their vision for that sticker was. So anyways, she did also have like full box versions of these. I did not pick them up in this one just because I wasn't able to afford all of it. So that's why I didn't pick that up. All right, so here's my next set that I got. And again, these are also like similarly where the length, like to the brushstroke ones, where they're set up very similarly. I don't even know if that sounded right when I slowed it down. It's starting to get late, y'all. So again, very cohesive, also matches those, trying to pull them out, these as well. So super cohesive spread if you pulled in all of those, which I always appreciate when I'm able to do that. It makes it, I'm just like grabbing those out of my binders and I'm like, okay, I know what I'm using and I don't have to think about it too hard. Because sometimes I have a hard time like pulling things together, or not, like, because I'll flip through like my whatever's in my pocket, in that pocket. Like, what am I looking for? Oh, does this match? Like, does this flow well with whatever theme I'm trying to do? Or like if I have like a divider and a header that don't match, like, can I get away with, do they look similarly enough kind of situation? So that makes it super easy and I don't have to have too much brain power to think about it. Okay. I did also show these in stories. I didn't show my whole entire haul in my stories just because I was on a time crunch, but I did show these because I was super jazzed about them, and I have been doing a bit of a simpler date cover section when I've been doing the tilted boxes, because my date cover, my dates, the days of the week, have been kind of a little bit sprinkled throughout the spread, especially if I do like a double sidebar situation, and then I'll use, usually it ends up being Monday and Tuesday in one column, and then Wednesday, Thursday are up at the top, and then obviously Friday, Saturday, Sunday on the other page, and they're up at the top, but it's not like the traditional way of what I've been doing, but to keep it a little bit simple, because the tilted boxes are creating more, they're taking up more of the time than what I was using the when I was doing, guys, my time used to be spent doing the date cover section. Now I feel like my time is being spent doing the tilted boxes. Not that it's like not spending time up here. It's just that I know that I'm spending more time here. Anyways, so what I've been doing is I've been doing the long torn paper. I keep saying torn paper. Florals up at the top, and then doing like a simple foiled situation garland up at like over top of it. So I thought this could be really nice to pull in with that. So that is what my plan is for this, and excited to have these. And I'm actually thinking about using them in the current spread that I'm working on, so that is why I need to be doing some of these hauls. Here's another example too, where I kind of use something a little bit more simple up at the top as well. So, anywho, all right, that is my order from Pandabird Design. I'm very excited about her new, like these, to be pulling them in for my tilted boxes, because I think that'll be just kind of a new fun thing to play with. So anyways, all right, again, Danny 15 to save 15% off if you want to pick something up. She does do a lot of like weekly, like her weekly faves, and usually that stuff is like 10% off, and then you can stack my code on top to get an additional 15% off. So make sure you are taking advantage of those. And it's not always like new releases for her. Sometimes she's like pulling in older stuff that she's already released, but that she's kind of like just vibing off of that week. So for instance, she has these like little charms that are in her shop right now that are like there's some numbers and also some like letters, and she's done monthly like abbreviations and weekly abbreviations. So those are in the shop and they were 10% off. I don't know if they're still in the shop 10% off, but because she used them in a kit that she had currently been using, so she was like, yes, these are like my current faves that I'm using. So she made them on a sale. Anyways, but yes, when I saw her using it in that spread, I was like, yes, I also need these. So I put them in my cart. I need to actually go check out because I haven't finished doing that. But anyways, that's going to do it for the end of this haul. This haul ended up being almost 4 hours long, so I had to break it up here. I am hoping to post the second part of this haul later this week, fingers crossed. But thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you all, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, consider liking and subscribing. Here are some other videos you can watch. Hope you enjoy.